Subscribe for daily boxing videos, guys. So, I get the impression that if Anthony Joshua defeats Joseph Parker, he will be facing Alexander Povetkin in his next fight. I mean, I keep seeing these articles, these supposedly agreements from Alexander Povetkin's team regarding if he defeats David Price, he would immediately get a shot at AJ if AJ beats Joseph Parker, right? But I guess he'll also get a shot at Joseph Parker if Joseph Parker pulls the upset. Obviously, things have to play a part. Joshua is going to have to beat Parker, and David Price is going to have to get brutally knocked out by Alexander Povetkin. But I actually think that this fight between Joshua versus Parker is a tougher fight for someone like Joshua as opposed to Joshua versus Povetkin. I think Povetkin, style-wise, is actually a bad matchup for him against Anthony Joshua. First of all, we have to look at the fact that there's a big age difference between someone like Joseph Parker and Alexander Povetkin. Joseph Parker is about, I think, 13 years Povetkin's junior. He's about, what, 25, 26. Povetkin, on the other hand, is about 39. So Povetkin is much older in terms of age, right? So that right there is an advantage that Joseph Parker has. He has the youth on his side, probably the ambition, the hunger, the drive, the motivation to be to be the best he could be against Anthony Joshua, to become, a unified champion at heavyweight. But the reason I think that Alexander Povetkin will be actually an easier opponent is because, first of all, I think Joseph Parker is a better fighter. Joseph Parker has more tools in his toolbox. I think he has the ability to go on the inside, but he could also fight on the back foot. He could also fight, being the counterpuncher, playing the matador. Alexander Povetkin, I don't think he's been looking the same, especially since he got caught with juicing. Prior to Alexander Povetkin getting caught with juicing, he was known as this knockout artist. He was knocking everybody out, left from right. Carlos Takam, Manuel Char. He was just knocking everybody out. Then he gets caught with steroids twice, and all of a sudden he's going the distance with Christian Hammer. All of a sudden he's going the distance with Andres Rudenko. All of a sudden the power isn't there anymore. He's not hurting these guys. So clearly these PEDs he was using was helping him big time. Alexander Povetkin is an aggressive fighter. He's a come-forward fighter. He's going to be in Anthony Joshua's face. Joseph Parker is going to be using angles. He's going to be moving. He's not going to be standing still in front of Anthony Joshua. I could guarantee you. You're going to see Joseph Parker moving, using his foot speed to try and trick Anthony Joshua. Because I think you need to use your foot speed. I believe Klitschko was bouncing around the ring when he was fighting AJ. He was using his foot speed. He was not just standing in front of AJ. I believe Joseph Parker is going to use that because, they've been saying that, his trainer has been saying he wants him to be mobile. So I believe that's going to happen. When it comes to Alexander Povetkin is a one-trick pony. He comes forward. He tries to knock his opponent out. He throws a lot of hooks because he's a short heavyweight. He's 6'1", 6'2", so he tries to throw those hooks to knock his opponent out. He's going to be going right towards Anthony Joshua, right towards him. The big question will be if Anthony Joshua could take the punching power of Alexander Povetkin. I believe that Alexander Povetkin isn't the same puncher that he is with steroids, because clearly performance-enhancing drugs helped him out big time because, like I said, he hasn't been knocking guys out. That's why I keep saying David Price might beat him. David Price might beat Alexander Povetkin. I think he has the height, the size. Another thing, like I said, he's past his prime, and he's a very short heavyweight. And I think he's going to run right into, because he's going to be in the distance, in the pocket with Anthony Joshua. That's what Anthony Joshua wants. So he could let his own combinations off. He could let his own uppercut. And I think he's going to run right into an uppercut. And he's probably going to get knocked out. Although Alexander Povetkin, but It's hard. It's hard for me to know how good Alexander Povetkin is chinning, because if you remember when Alexander Povetkin fought Klitschko, he got knocked down like 6 times. Like, he was getting knocked down every time Klitschko landed, and that was a younger, more prime Povetkin. So I would imagine because if you remember, he was going right down the pipe on Klitschko, and Klitschko was landing on him. Although Klitschko was doing a lot of dirty stuff in that fight, every time he landed, he would drop Povetkin. So I think because Povetkin is a short heavyweight, I think because he's past his prime, and I think because he's going to be in punching range of Anthony Joshua, because he only knows how to fight one style, and that is come forward. It's going to end disastrous for him, and he's going to get knocked out. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I think it's an easier fight for Joshua. I know some people might disagree and think, well, they think that Joseph Parker is actually an easier fight than Povetkin. You might be right, but that's just my opinion. I think Joseph Parker is a better fighter. I think he has better footwork. I think he has more tools in his arsenal. I think you're going to see Joseph Parker do a combination of in and out. He's going to be, trying to counter Joshua, but then he's going to be moving. He's never going to be standing in front of Joshua. It's going to be totally different when Joshua fights, if he beats Parker, when Joshua gets in the ring with Povetkin. Because Povetkin, like I said, he's a one-trick pony. Down the line, and he's going to run right into an uppercut. And he's going to make it easy for AJ to tag him. And that's all I have to say, guys. If you watch the videos from start to finish, like always, appreciate it. And I'm going to try to be more consistent. And I'm going to be making as much videos as I possibly can, because it's time. It's time for me to start making videos, talking boxing again. I'm sick and tired of, being busy and not giving my subscribers the time to make a video. So, yeah, guys, subscribe for daily boxing videos, because I'm back.